How about now? Go figure. There was sound a minute ago. All right. Well, I didn't say much other than how's it going? Happy Sunday. Yeah, so Restream had a little trouble. I don't know what's going on there. Wasn't getting out the information to the right places, but now it's working. How's everybody doing? Sorry about the delay. Had a little family shindig. Went over to my sister-in-law's and had a little lunch and some hanging out time and stuff like that. So anyways, we're back. We're back. So we were going to have Teaching Birds. We were going to have Isabella on today, but it's too late for her now. And I couldn't do it any earlier. So I'll have to reschedule that. That's too bad. She's always great to have. She's done some really cool looking stuff. First time you caught the live stream, Daz man, that's fantastic. Welcome. Welcome. Having a good evening with Tuya Convert. Oh, are you, Ian? Fantastic. Family first. That's right. That's right, Jay. That's right. Had to go see a nephew off. He's taking off for New Mexico. So I had to go say bye to him for a while. Basher, how's it going? Charudat. How's it going? Hey, so what's been going on, fellas? I have a few things we could chat about today. This is normally my ending time, so it's probably going to be late for some of you guys. We might get some early risers from the other side of the globe, but just set up some hue bulbs with Fibaro dimmers. Wall switch work normally. Good. That's great. Good to hear. Better for European people. Well, great. You get Grafana working yet? I did not. I can show you what my error is on Grafana if you guys want to see. Maybe somebody can point me in the right direction. I saw Frank here. I followed Frank's little video that he did when he was kind of speed running it. But I hit an error, and I'll show you what it is. First time live stream. Just done your first Home Assistant install on your Pi 4. How's it running on the Pi 4, Chris? I guess you don't have something to compare to if you didn't run it on a Pi 3, but I'm very curious to see how it runs on a 4 versus 5. 10 p.m. is not bad. Okay, good. Thanks for sticking with me, Adrian. Appreciate it, man. Glad to see you here always. Tyler, setting up Home Assistant for the first time. Okay, Tyler. Well, we're here for you when you hit some bumps, and you might not, but you might. So let's look real quick. We can do that. Trying to get Influx. Let's update them both, and then we'll do it. Influx and the problem that I have had is just connecting Influx and Grafana. I don't know why. Hey, Mark, how's it going, man? Just finished your outdoor air quality sensor. How'd that go, Frank? I didn't get to see the end. But I was very excited about it. I want a dot to show up in Utah from a sensor. Because I wonder, I don't know where, we get some sensor data and we get like some allergy data from, I can't remember what the service is, whatever the AQIU something that there's a component, there's a Home Assistant component for it. I just don't know where the information comes from. Because sometimes it doesn't seem to match what we experience. Like it says the allergy level is low, but we're dying from allergies. I don't know. Hey, Jenny, glad you're here. Thanks for being here. Time-based data storage. What does Influx? There it go. Rusty Blades answering your question. InfluxDB is just a database, so it another way to store all the states and sensor information from the Home Assistant. And the reason to use Influx is because then you can import data to Grafana. Because they have a way to connect, and I guess Grafana doesn't connect directly to Home Assistant. Is that right, guys? So you can't use like the Home Assistant database file in Grafana. Is that true? Somebody help me. Did I see DigiBlur's video about the Wise Sense? I saw that he did one, Bashar, but I didn't watch it. How was it? I know he said he was just plugging it into the Pi and got it working or something like that. Was able to connect to it. Time series database, so specifically designed to store data points on a timeline. Even better. So it's not just a database, it's a database with special powers. Would love auto config in Home Assistant through Tasmota. How so, Jay? Like auto config, like auto discovery, or you want more auto configured? That's great to hear. So did he get it working with he must have gotten it into Home Assistant. Wise Sense is super easy to set up. Oh, good. I'll have to check it out. Made a doorbell notifier, door opener with a D1 Mini vibration sensor and a relay. Now I can open the door from your apartment building with your phone, Home Assistant, and Google Home. Super cool. Nice work, Mark. Nice work. I remember somebody asking about that. How could you Do you have one of those like buzzers where people do something downstairs, they buzz and you have to answer and open it or something? You've bypassed that kind of with Home Assistant and Google Home and stuff? That's awesome. All right, so let's make sure these are running. Let's make sure Influx is running. Start it up. And I've got test passwords here so you guys can have these, right? This, I was just using, oh, let's see, this one I didn't even have to set one up. Did I need to put something in here? Web interface not required for HASIO ingress. No. Okay. And then we're going to go to Grafana, and we'll start Grafana. Okay. Nothing special there, right? No SSL, and away we go. So here's where we run into problems. Oh boy! Have you seen the thread on Twitter about what? What thread on Twitter? No, I haven't. Should I open it now? Is it good or bad? What am I getting into here? Why is it not logged into Twitter when I just go to Twitter? I should have a Twitter button. Where's my Twitter button? Anywho's. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh, cool. Lovelace thread. Ask for examples. Got a lot. Oh, okay, sweet. Let's check this out. Well, that's good because that's very timely. I don't know if you saw. I figured out why I kept getting like insta demonetized from my live streams. It's because I had the word hack. Probably shouldn't even say that out loud, but I had that word in the title every time. And so they were just like, right off the bat, they were saying, oh, sorry, your content's not good for advertisers or something. So I've been the last couple of streams, I've actually put in a title based on what I kind of think we might talk about. And today was Lovelace. I thought I wanted to do something, you know, we were going to have Isabella and my Lovelace could use some work. So I wanted to see this. So this is perfect. This is exactly where I would have gone with the discussion. So this is great. So I love when they do the backgrounds like that. Ooh, that's nice. The whole floor plans here. Ooh, media player. Oh, I like that. Probably selecting the outputs there, maybe. We might have to go through some of this. I thought these were Grafana, but they're not, right? These graphs like this is just the mini graph card. So that's great. That's good. It means you don't have to do Grafana and all that stuff to get a nice looking graph. Oh, this is cool. That's interesting. You've got quite a few. Oh, this is weather. Okay, so that's temperature. All right. I thought that was maybe something different. What I've been trying to do, I've been trying to figure out what kind of, I like that gauge too. What kind of things do I even want to display? Like I have a hard time even deciding what is it that I really want to see. So I did my, I set up the cast yesterday, pulling your hair out. Uh-oh. Today hacks broke your system, lost login through some Docker errors. Oh no. Sorry, Frank. Frank? That's Frank also, huh? Frank. I like that. Sorry, man. Dang. That's a bummer. Well, I'm not a Docker guy, but maybe some of the folks here are. Yeah, if you're a Docker guy, you probably know what you have to do to fix it. It's just going to be painful. Dang, how did hacks break it? That's too bad. Yeah, we do need an awesome gallery. So you're going to put all these together, Frank, someplace? And did everybody start sending you like their back ends too? So mini media player, recognize that. So these must be different. Oh, the study. I don't know what these places are. Kitchen, maybe. I don't know. Temperature. Oh, cool. This is about the car. Oh, this is the vacuum. Oh, nice. The vacuum's name is Gertrude. So I did this yesterday. I got this working last night, getting it to cast to the Google Home. And it's great. But what I decided then was... I need a special view just for that. So on my, if we look here to my, my overview, I now have a hub tab. And these are some of the things that so far I put on the hub. I use these all the time, and I'm always watching to see when the air conditioning's on, and I'm sometimes changing the thermostats. I like having this monster card with the lights so I can know what lights are on in the house and when we don't need a light on, possibly. So I can turn it off here if I want. I catch a lot of lights this way. I catch a lot of lights in the basement, the garage, outside in the, the daytime. If somebody left a porch light on, I can find it here and turn it off. So I like having that. I turned off. I had a couple of pictures here just because I wanted to fill something into this horizontal stack. But this is important for me too, making sure my car's plugged in. And I'd like to be able to see how much it's charged. I was trying to get that to overlay on this. This is a nice one. This is the Solar Edge, how much energy we've produced today. 14 kilowatt hours today. Pretty cool so far. It's still only 2 p.m. It was a little cloudy this morning. Set up occupancy sensor for those lights. Yeah, that's a good idea. I do. That's I had a thought today. Of not like I don't have 50 things on my need to make a video about this list, but I thought of one that I want to do probably soon, and that is my opinion, at least, of what device to use in certain switch situations. So, run through a whole bunch of situations. What if you want to use an existing light switch, but you want to make it smart? What would you use? Versus you have a 3-way switch. Versus you want to use a capacitive touch button. I like capacitive touch button. Versus you want a light switch, but you want to add temperature and humidity or motion. And go through some of those scenarios. What if you like, a certain style or don't like a certain style? Which ones would you use? So I think there's still new people. I still see new people all the time. We had a few people already say this first time they were on the stream. We still have new people all the time that are getting started with Home Assistant. So I think something like that might be useful for folks. So what do you think? Hacks after update to 0.13 needs a Home Assistant system restart. That works for me. Okay, cool. Can share your Node-RED setup to send you notifications if a certain light was left on or a certain amount of time. You can turn it. Oh, that's a good one too. Motion and Z-Wave sensors, girlfriend proof. Call out to all you guys. Make a screenshot of your Lovelace and add it to the Twitter thread. Maybe just make a need for inspiration. There you go. There you go. I should probably, let's see what. So this one's a useful one for me too. I use this one a lot, but I don't use this that much. This I use with my new shades. I use that a lot. I go to this one a lot, but I don't have one that I'm totally happy with. I have a lot of like half done experimental things. If I was going to do one, I guess I'd do this one. I'll screenshot it. I'll screenshot this one. It's not great, but it's not that bad. Let's see. I'll add my part, and then I'll add more parts later. How's that, Frank? All right, we're going to take this. There you go. And then we'll save it. And that's fine. We'll save it there. Already exists. That's fine. I don't know what it's overwriting, but it's not that big a deal. And then to Twitter. Am I logged in here? Yeah, it should be. And then is this I can reply, right? Yes, tweet my reply. Here's mine. Dun, 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 smiley face. And then attach something out of the secret plans right there. Reply. There you go. Has anyone tried Neato D7 vacuum in Home Assistant? Any tips for fixing start? I'm not me. Our camera's working for Google Hub. Let's talk about that. A bit of a squirrel, but did you try the Sonoff Mini with a switch on a long wire? I haven't yet, Jenny. Have you? I have not. We talked about that, didn't we? We talked about that. I've got long wire here. We could try it out. Should we try it? Gosh, I've been squirreled already like 3 times, haven't I? Let's see. Let's get the Mini. Here's a Mini. I'm trying to remember which one's which here. This one's the one on Tasmota. Let's use this one. Let's open these. Switch. This won't be bad. This shouldn't take but a minute. So one thing with these, and this is what made me think of that video idea for how you do different switches. You can't very well connect a capacitive touch switch to one of these, to a Sonoff Mini or to the Shelly one. Because you might be able to do it with this because you can get 3 volts off the back. And I did get the temperature and humidity sensor working, but it's not the same. I guess you could do it. You could do it. It would probably be fine. Should be fine. So you could do a capacitive touch button with this Sonoff Mini, but you can't do a capacitive touch button with the Shelly, right? The Fan 03, haven't tried the Fan 03. I have it. Temperature alarm for a freezer? Ooh, that's a good question. I don't have a solution for that. Maybe you, like one of these battery-powered sensors, like a Zigbee sensor or something like that. All right, Piotr. Is that like Peter? That's awesome. Let's do some unicorns. This is my favorite one. All right, let's see. Let's try. We've got this long wire here. It's really long. I have to find the other end of it, though. That's going to be the tricky part. Pull back the floor pan. Yeah, but it's not great for control. Let's see. I can't follow everything that's happening in the chat already. I'm lost. Open up this box so we can get to the... I think it was 100 feet of wire, and now it's going to be less. I've used, I don't know how much, 20 feet of it maybe or something. But it makes it easy to get to. All right, so got these ends here. I'll probably bump the microphone a time or two. Aquara temp sensor in the fridge. Not tried the freezer. Don't think the battery would take the temperature. Yeah, you're probably true. Can you put, there you go. What you need, Curmudgeon's probably got something there. So what you need is like one of these Dallas temperature sensors. Like remember when I just did that BH Onofre, you can get those temperature sensors that are, they're on a wire and they even have a waterproof tip. You don't need a waterproof tip, but they're just on a longer wire. So you could put your, let's see, I don't know if you could do that with a battery, but if you're near a freezer, if you're doing the freezer, then you could probably do a powered thing easy enough, D1 Mini or whatever, Node MCU, and then connect one of those Dallas temperature sensors or anything that you can, make on a longer wire and just stick it in the freezer. That should be fine. No text-to-speech line. It changed, probably, Lynn. I think the reason that you're having trouble is probably because the text-to-speech command, the service, changed. So they use notification now. And yeah, it's probably better for some things. I think one of the things that made it better was being able to see the text on an Echo Show. But overall, I don't know. To me, it's been a little bit harder to use. So mine still has the text-to-speech box here. I can show you what it looks like. So that's all I have. Text-to-speech, entity, media, player, workbench. That's the name of this. It's an Echo input, and then that. So I know this isn't going to format very well, but here you can have it. That'll help. Okay, so we got that hooked up. Let's get a switch. All right. This'll work. This'll work. Unified device disappears after HASI-O restarts. Oh, that's a bummer. Is it an IP address problem? Can you reserve that IP address if you haven't already for your Unify? I'm guessing your Unified device is like a sensor or camera or something, right? You're not talking about a router. Big difference between the fridge and the freezer. I'd go with a thermistor and measure the analog signal. I'd listen to Blade. How many times have we been distracted already in this stream? That's pretty good. Did you run through getting the mini media player working in hacks. Can't make yours work. Yeah, I could try. I could show it. Show what my setup is. Let's see. I'm really glad that we've embraced the squirrel thing. It's I think it started out as me I don't know if I was nervous, maybe I was nervous, but anyways, I was just trying to respond to everything that anybody would ask, and that's good, right? I think that's a good thing for a host in a situation like this, probably, to try and respond to everything. And what happens then is you get distracted very quickly, right, and jump from one topic to another. But I'm glad we've embraced it. I'm glad we've owned it as a community, and that we can have fun with it, because it sure does happen. All right, so okay, push button on the end of at least 60 feet of wire. Now we're gonna connect up this guy. My desk is so covered in stuff. We won't be using the desk camera tonight because it is so bad. Wife watching me, and I just had to explain the deal about the squirrels. All right, let's see. Line in, neutral in. So I did just finish the filming parts of a Sonoff Mini versus Shelly 1. And it was good. It was very educational for me as well, because I hadn't used Shellys enough. And I like Shelly. I like them a lot. I like the guys that make them. I like the way you can go to Facebook and you can chat with Dimitar, who's like the mastermind behind it, and the president, owner, etc. of the company. So that's really cool. You don't get that kind of ability to send feedback to most of these tech companies at all. So, all right, long wire will work, but depending on location, may introduce interference and cause ghost switching. Yeah, that's kind of what we're checking out here. Jenny wanted to see how it would work with really long wires, so I've got really long wires, and we're going to test it out. All right. If I recall, this switch, which one is it? It's not 7.4. 139. I should not be remembering the IP addresses of my devices. That's bad. But there it is. Okay. All right. Can you hear it? I guess I could turn on the camera for you here. Let's put this camera on. Sorry, bumped the microphone there. Turn on this camera for you, for what it's worth, just for the fun, just for the full effect. If I can find it, there it is. Bing. Okay, we'll shrink it a little. All right, so there it is. Here's my long wire on the end of a push button, and trying to decide what it's doing here. Let's see. So this is set up to be a rocker type switch, right? So yeah, I hold it down and it stays on. You can't see my finger there, but I hold it down, it stays on. I let it off and it goes off. Oh, now it reversed. See that? Off when it's out. See that? So it's now reversed. Oh dear. So if I push the button, hold it down, okay, it stays on. I let it off, it goes off. But if I do it too fast, see there it went on and I'm holding it down and it's off again. And now when I let it go, it's back on. Huh. Interesting. Maybe if I played around with switch mode. What do you think of that? Can you use the home? Yes, you can with ESPHome. In fact, I have mine set up. The other one I have set up with ESPHome. Yep. And it basically is wired like the basic. You just this button area here where you can connect another switch. That's GPIO 4. and that's it. So bouncing. Switches have no neutrals basic in the ceiling. So I've got 230 volts running alongside. Good grief. I don't know. Does anybody know what's the best way then to debounce in Tasmota? You guys have some debounce tips for Tasmota? Switch mode 5. Okay. So now, I push it once and now it toggles. Oops, let's get you back on the webcam here. So pushed it once and it's on. Push it again and it's off. Uh-oh, pushed it and went off. There, it's on. Again. Off. Oh, it went off. On. Off. Now it should when I push it again, it should just go on and stay on. And it goes off. What do you think? Add some debounce logic to the YAML, compile it, download ESPHome firmware, and upload it via the Tasmota interface. Can you do some debounce in? I bet you could do debounce in Tasmota somehow. Does anybody know? I could do that. I could try that, Frank. Maybe this will answer the question, though, for you, Jenny, at least, that you're going to need to do... Is that just because it's a push button, guys? I don't know. Anyways, does that answer your question some, Jenny? The fact that we definitely are getting some funky behavior when we're using it on this really long wire. I don't know if it's the really long wire's fault. There it goes again. Yeah, it's doing that every time. And it goes back off. Just touching the wires without the switch. Okay. I told some of you guys my new YouTube favorite guy is ElectroBoom. Have you seen this? Oh my gosh. It's awesome. All right. Maybe high resistance in the switch. I'd be surprised, but maybe. Okay, just put them together. Okay, so it's off. Yeah, same thing. Oh, now it won't even go back on. Oh, there it goes. So together and apart, and it goes off. Together and apart, and does it still. Still doing it. ElectroBoom is hilarious. I laughed so hard it hurt. It hurt. Electric guitar video. I haven't seen that one. All I've watched so far is a couple of his like compilations of the funniest things. But oh my gosh, it's fun. He's funny. He is funny. I love the way he cusses and beeps out his cusses. All right. It is a little fake. He is a little fake. Like he does it on purpose, I think. For sure. But still, he just makes me laugh. So it probably would get old after a while, but anyways, it was funny. So let's look. We'll do one thing quick. Are you using ESPHome? You're probably using ESPHome, right, Jenny? So you can do the debounce stuff. You're smart enough to do that, right? I was just wondering here if there was anything in Tasmota, since that's what I have on this switch. Debounce, button debounce. Set button debounce time in milliseconds. The default is 40. So what should I do? Increase it higher on the debounce. How's it going, Jimmy? Every other key press every time. Must be programming your timing. Yeah, it's weird, right? It's weird. I don't. We could look in the. Oh, did I closed it. Was there anything showing up in the console that would clue us in? So it's together. I don't think there's going to be anything show up there, but now is when it goes on and off real quick, usually. Yeah, it goes on and off. I don't know. What do you say, Mike? Let's see. Debounce, never heard of it. Sounds cool. Yeah, it's somebody else would have to do a better job of explaining the topic, but it's it's a gap of time before it will register another state change or something, right, guys? In a push button kind of situation. Build a magnetic gate lock. Could add an RC suppressor. What is that? Oh, hey. Might look into simple RC network. Okay. Probably needs a resistor. Throw down so many ESPs for this issue. Let's try changing the debounce. What was that command? Just debounce. Button debounce. Oh, you know what, though? This is not a button. This is a switch. That'll be interesting to see. Let's make it higher, huh? Is that what we want to do? 100? I don't know if it's going to make any difference or not. We'll try. Okay. That didn't help. Resistor capacitor suppression. Debounce is when the arc is arcing on and off the contacts of the button. So now I got little shards of wire everywhere. Anyways, what do you think? I don't have a button connected anymore now. I took the wires out and I've just been tapping the wires together. Averaging filter sensor called debounce. And we're getting over my head. We're getting over my head a little bit here. Try 300? Okay. Okay. I'm confused. You connect the button as a switch, it's going to do that. No. So let me see, Mike. Maybe I'm not really showing you because I'm not showing you what I'm doing. So if I press these together like a push button and then take them apart, it changes state, right? So it's a close, open, and that then changes the relay. So the next time I close and open, it should change the state of the relay again. But it doesn't. It changes it, and then it goes back. Okay, so if I press it together and pull it apart, turns it on. If I press it again, pull it apart, turns it off. Great. Now this next time I do it, it's going to go on and then off real fast. And we don't know why that's happening. See that? So it's back off. I don't know. With a regular wall switch, probably wouldn't go away. Still might have interference from other sources. Yeah, that's probably true. So I used a push button, but let's go back to switch mode. What's the default? 0? I want 1, I think. So that when I put them together, no, maybe that's. Nope, that's not the one. Which one do I want? For a regular switch mode. I can't remember them. It's been too long. Can't remember them off the top of my head. All right, new following fella. Soy de boca. Here's some stuff for you. Switch mode 4, maybe? I could look. That would be the fast way to do it. Switch mode 4, okay. No. Still acting like a button. Okay, let's look at the switch modes. I don't know if we're helping at all, Jenny. Are we? I don't know if this is what we were. Push button. So we want follow. Either 0 or follow or inverted follow. That's what we want. So we want 0, 1, or 2. It won't probably matter which one. Switch mode 0. Okay. So now the switch is off. The relay is off. Put the switch together and the relay is on. Take the switches apart. Relay is off. Switches back together. And it goes off. It goes on and then off. What is going on? Why am I not using ESPHome? Just because I had this thing. I had this with Tasmota already from the video. So I haven't. And actually, you had to do something to turn off the serial communication, I believe, to get this working. Somebody had a template in Tasmota to get the temperature and humidity sensor working on this, so I used that. And I don't even think I've tried it yet on ESPHome, but anyways, I'm going to stop there. I don't know if we solved anything, but something's funny, right? Because now the switch is off. Push them together, now it's on. And now it's off. I don't understand. I'm really confused. Really confused. See now, sorry, nothing I said applies. That happens to me all the time. Definitely going Shelly instead, yeah. I probably think that's a good idea. All right. Well, that was that. That was fun. That was a fun distraction. We actually stayed focused there for a little while. It's such a cute little thing. It is. I agree. This little Sonoff Minis are so cute. Not as cute as my Gracie. Okay, sweet girl. Are you teasing daddy? Almost looked like a long press. Yeah, it kind of did, didn't it? I don't know. I'm sure. I don't know. I don't know what it is. I'm sure you could figure it out. But there's a little bit of an example of getting some funny behavior. You know what a real scientist would do, if I were one, is try it with small wires now, and just make sure that it wasn't, the length of the wire and resistance and interference and such causing that behavior. I don't think that it was, though. It doesn't seem like it. Tasmota setting and then uploading ESPHome. Yeah, I have ESPHome on the other one, but go to long press. Yeah, smaller than the Shelly? No, they're not. They are not. Let's see. Make sure that one's unplugged over there. So here's actually I've got one here. I've just I was telling somebody, or I was saying earlier, a few minutes ago, that I just finished filming last night for a Shelly 1 versus Sonoff Mini video, and it's good. I think there's some good things about the Sonoff Mini. I think your advantages with the Sonoff Mini are, well, you can get, if you want to add a temperature sensor, you could do that. You could get into the back of this and you could add a temperature and humidity sensor or motion sensor or something like that. And you can't really do that with that. Man, that focus is bad, isn't it? Let's fix that. Whoa, what just happened? My big ugly head. Squirrel. Oh, and everybody's jumping around going crazy. What's happening? Sorry. Yeah, so the Shelly is smaller. The Shelly is smaller. I was trying to get those in focus, but definitely Shelly is smaller. Oh, it's auto-focusing. That's what it's doing. Dang thing. It actually held for a couple streams with the autofocus being off, and then it turned itself back on. Somewhere in there. So yeah, the Shelly 1 is definitely smaller. You can see in several dimensions. The width, they're about the same. Shelly might be 0.5 millimeter bigger, but in every other dimension, the Shelly is a different size, or smaller size. And I think the Shelly is made for some of your European boxes. Is that not true? They show a picture of it in the back of a circular switch box or junction box, and it kind of fits in the back, and all the wires just come straight out the top and makes the box look like empty. So Shelly has mains switching, so no interference issues. Yeah, that's true too. And that's the good and the bad here, right? You can use, you get low voltage switching here. You don't get that here. You get access to GPIO pins here, but you can't really use them after flashing. You can use them with flash, but you can't really use them after that because your ground here is at 120 volts. So that's no good for there. But I know just this month, Dimitar posted in Facebook that they're developing hats for these. So if you want to, if you have one of these and you want to add a temperature sensor, humidity sensor, motion sensor, something, they're going to make a hat you can put on the outside of this, and that will, I'm sure, transform this voltage to 3 volts or something, and then you can use the GPIO pins and such. So that's in the works, I guess. So, but anyways, I think still, if you want, I don't know, I'm going to have to give it some thought. I just barely had the idea today, like in my mind, what's going to be the best switch in each kind of situation? Because you don't always want a temperature and humidity sensor. You don't always want a motion sensor. You know, sometimes you don't want just one relay. Sometimes you want multiple relays. Sometimes you don't want multiple relays, you know, so I don't know. Would fit in a Danish ceiling mount for lamps, probably. And that's probably the intent on a lot of this, is to fit, you know, they're in Europe, right? They're the developers, the guys that came up with Shelly, Dimitar, and those guys, they're Hungarian. And so that's where they live. They're in Hungary. So they, you know, they use those kinds of switch situations, right? Where your mains wiring is all up in the ceiling and all you really have is 2 wires going down to your switch. So that's what this is made for. That's a good spot for it. Do you want to dim the lights? Who you asking, me? I know Sonoff doesn't have any dimming anything. Did I just say they're hungry? I'm hungry. Who's not hungry? No, they've got a dimmer coming out too. He posted on Facebook as well. If you're not part of the Facebook page for Shelly, you should be. It's pretty good. See, there's his. Oh, how about we get that out of the way? So world premiere, the IFA, September. So this is their dimmer switch. The dimmer is coming. There's Dimitar. So let's get you guys this link here. And this needs to be in the bot too, but dimming is something I was looking into DIY recently. Yeah, there's a lot of different. You gotta really know your spot when you're gonna do dimming, and how you're gonna use it. What kind of light bulbs do you have? You know, is it a bulb? Is it a strip? You know, there's several things to consider when you're talking about dimming. We don't use dimming very much. Maybe we would if we had it more available, but dimming it's not big here. It seems like it's just on and off most of the time. I don't know. You guys from the US that are here, what do you guys do about dimming? We don't use it very much. And then there's Quinn LED. Quinn LED's boards are really good for dimming. But he's done, you know, his are mostly for strips, right? RGB. Well, he's got one now for RGB. But before it's all just been white strips. So is yours bad planning? Which part? Can't go to the IFA. Oh no. So IFA, is that like your CES? So we have CES, you guys have IFA. Is that what it is? Because I would like to go too, but that's also bad planning. I certainly don't have those days off to go at this point. That would be fun. Every light I have is dimmable. See, and we don't do that. I don't know why we don't do that, but we just don't. Our lights are on or off. I don't know. Bulgarian, close enough. Oh, what did I say? Am I wrong about where they're from? They're Bulgarian, not Hungarian. Oh, I guess that's not the same. Sorry. Stupid Americans, right? Sorry. You have one Z-Wave switch that dims. IFA is CES, but smaller. Okay. Well, that would be cool to go. Maybe someday. I thought I planned it better. Anyways. Anywhoza. What were we talking about before we got distracted like 4 different times? Dimmer in all the bedrooms. All on or off there. Okay, Jenny's in the UK. All about the dimming. Si, you're in the UK also, aren't you? Jerry, hey Jerry. Dimmer. Jerry says dimmer in the bedrooms and bathrooms. Squirrel is right. Hey Vanessa, how are you? Oh, Grafana. Yes, thank you, Frank. Keeping me on track. Oh, sweet. All right, let's do this. Oh, look at me. There I am. Okay, we close the Twitter things. Everybody got the link. Everybody's going to share some more Lovelace-ness. All right, let's get back to Grafana. Okay, we're going to go to Hass.io. We're going to go to... Well, let me go to Influx and I'll show you what I have so you can see my databases exist. What? Isn't it supposed to go Web UI? There it is. Okay, so Influx admin. So I did everything you did, Frank. I even made my passwords test just to get it done. So I've got Glances and I've got Home Assistant. And then for users, I've got, I guess these come with it, right? Or these show up. And then I've got Grafana with permissions and Glances and Home Assistant all with permissions. Looking good, right? Okay. Now, back to Grafana. Tried installing outside of Home Assistant, and I have not. Grafana is spelled wrong. Oh my gosh. Oh, 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 are you kidding me? I even did it. I even like redid it. I even like uninstalled them and reinstalled everything, and I must have done it. I must have spelled it wrong twice. Oh, good grief. Gracie's even laughing at me. All right, back. It was a user, my Grafana users. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. So how do I edit that? I don't want to delete it. Can I guess I'll just delete it and make a new one. All right, create a new user. Grafana. Password test. That's going to be the whole stinking issue. Thank you, Frank. Oh, man. I promise I do pay attention to details in my real job when I am holding someone's life in my hands. Jeez. Oh. Give it permissions. Thank you. Okay. Apply. Done. Good? Good? Good. Okay. That's going to make all the difference, I'm absolutely sure. I'm going to open the Grafana here. I'm going to see, I already have a data source, but going back here. Now, I don't remember all this. We had to change some, you had to change some things here. So you're going to go to, you had Influx in a different page, but isn't this, because you grabbed what I saw you do. I watched it enough times. I think I got some of it memorized. Oh, you need this up here, right? We're going to copy that. Go to existing data sources. Okay. And then this one probably. Or this one. And then I bet you anything. I don't know. What do you think? What do you see? Create user, login Grafana, new data source, anything you want, InfluxDB. And then we can just use this, right? Which is what I have there, but let's just make sure I've got it right. And that's the same for everybody. This is some special magic internal thing that Home Assistant has, right? Okay. Leave them all disabled. Let's open these side by side. Okay. All those disabled, yep. Server default, okay. Database, and we're going to call it Home Assistant, user, Grafana InfluxDB username. And that was going to be the problem, I absolutely promise. Okay, save and test. Data source is working. So that was already what I couldn't get done. Because at this point, what I was getting was an error there. I was getting a red bar up here that it kept asking me to put in the Grafana user and password again. And that's it. Yep. Oh, gosh. Okay. Okay. Well, now I need to go through, and we don't need to do this right now unless everybody's really interested in it. But now you got to go through and set up some of the dashboards, right? So you went and did you went and got a dashboard from, you downloaded a dashboard. Unless you guys are really interested in it. Well, I guess we can do it. Is the instructions here? Embedding into Home Assistant. It's possible to embed Grafana interface directly into Home Assistant, allowing you to see access through front. Well, we already have that now that we have ingress, right? Known issues, change log, support, contributing. Okay, so this doesn't tell you what to do about setting up a dashboard. Where was that dashboard? Yes, Doc, please. All right. Well, let's learn it together then. Check Influx first. Okay. Let's go to Influx. Oh, you wanted to make sure that there was some stuff coming in, right? So, send in dashboards. Oh. Without data, wouldn't matter. Yeah, Data Explorer. I don't see data coming in. No measurement selected. Oh, that's right. We have to pick something, right? We have to pick something. Yeah, we have to pick a sensor. So let's try a sensor. What's a good one? Let's try this one that's doing the. You can't? Okay. No, there is really no data. Okay. Home Assistant's not giving data to Influx. Oh, that's no good. Okay. What do you think? Grafana video, very good. I probably shouldn't be trying to teach this. This isn't something that I know how to do. Okay. Anyways, that was the part I needed to get past. I need to do some learning on my own. Yeah. Let me learn it first, fellas, and then I'll fumble my way through it with you. But I need to really, the guys, I didn't get any further than that. So, and I'll even go look at, because I started watching Phil's video as well, but since I couldn't get past that step, I couldn't get very far. Oh, nah, not yet. It can't be time for sign off yet. We're just getting warmed up. Tell me what is Influx. Jimmy, these guys will tell you what Influx is. Somebody tell Jimmy what Influx is. All right. We're going to do this at the same time even. Set up Influx in your configuration. Do you have to do that though when it's No, I probably didn't. But I would have thought if it's an add-on, maybe you didn't. But anyways, let me mess with that. Let's back up. If we're gonna teach DrZzs something, let's teach me how to get the doggone camera feed to show up on the hub. Has anybody? I'm sure some of you guys have gotten, and I don't mean casting. Like I figured out the casting. That was easy, getting it to cast a screen, so I can get this page or whichever page I select from Lovelace, I can get that to show up on my Google Home Hub. But what I can't get is a camera feed. I just want to put in, this. I want to go to some automation and have a camera play stream service call and pick a camera. Right now, there's only a few cameras that I even have connected because I turned off Blue Iris while I was streaming. But we could probably try. Yeah, I don't know. I don't have any of them plugged in right now, so maybe that's a bad time to try. I could try these blink cameras, but I don't know if they would work or not. Probably won't. See this, and I know I need more here, right? You also need to have the media player. So if you put in here media player, and then I pick my media player, which is office display. Okay. When I call service, I get this. You guys see that? Failed to call service. Here, let's do it again. Failed to call service. Stream play. Camera blink. Garage does not support that play stream. And I get it all. I get it no matter what camera I'm choosing. No matter what camera I'm choosing. Camera feed is not supported yet, I thought. Well, what? There are some, right? Aren't there some? My theme is just dark blue. So where's my user? Right here. Theme dark blue. One MTech has a really nice collection of these blue themes, or not blue themes, of these themes, and he tells you what to do. You put them in a folder in your configuration, and then they just show up there. And you can. He's got good links to the forum posts where you can download them. Right here, themes, and you just got a bunch of them, and then it finds them and it puts them here where you can select them. So, camera, what's up? What do you guys think? Not with the stream component. Any other media player? Did you guys hear that? Camera feed could be available only in beta. Oh, is that right, Zoltz? Someone on here is asking about Z-Wave sensors and external connectors last week. Are you here, mystery stranger? Are you here? Z-Wave question, Z-Wave sensor question, stranger? 0.74 Home Assistant does something the new one doesn't. I have 5 cameras. One of them. Entities menu in the sidebar. Oh, everybody asks about that. This is probably something that it's not necessary anymore. So what I did was made it so that when I hit entities, it takes me to the states page, because I wanted to easily get to the states page. And now it's like embedded inside of a menu with a menu inside of a menu. Now that the developer tools is over here and it stays on whatever page you had it on, it's not as necessary anymore. Okay, in fact, this is exactly what I was doing. I keep getting older and I can't see well. I don't know which salty message. Oh, the salty message. You heard the salty message. Gotcha. Yeah, it's 3 o'clock. It does that at 3 o'clock every day until somebody fills it up. It's been doing it for like a month. Still hasn't gotten full. So anyways, this entities thing, we can open it up and look at it if you want. It should be. Because all I did, it's just the same way that you make any sort of a side menu. I need to just take it off. In fact, I think I will right now while we're here. Tasmo admin, this one. So that's all I did. I set it up so that it said entities. It gave the atom icon, which I thought was cool. And it just went to the dev state page. But now that they've got that developer tools hammer and whatever developer tools page you were on, it saves it. Shall you say it again? The salty message? Some custom entity manager. No, it's nothing fancy. That's it. It'll be gone next time I restart. Things that currently do not work. Live video streams using the streaming integrations, specifying a view with a single card with panel true. Mark, was that you? Was that me and you? That wasn't me and you. We were talking about that. The config. Oh, sorry. I forgot to tell you to cover your eyes, Frank, before I opened my config. I really am thinking about it. I like my config though. I go in there. When I go in my config, I can search and find anything because I just Control F and then I search for whatever I want. I'm afraid if I break it up, then I'm going to be like, oh, is it in this file or is it in that file or is it in that file? And that might take me longer to find. It's easier to find your clothes when they're all on your bedroom floor, right? That's what the kids say. Keystroke for commenting out multiple lines. Control and then slash. I guess if you're looking at it, it's this way, slash. Config looks like yours, although I don't needs stuff, but I comment out instead of deleting. Yeah, so do I. Speaking of icons, is it common for selected material design icons not to display in Home Assistant? There's a couple of 3D printer ones that refuse to display. Really? I had not seen that. Which ones? The idea is that you structure your config, right? Yeah, I'm sure that there is some big advantages to doing that. I just haven't done it. I got no excuse. I got nothing. Anyone know how to make a switch turn off after X minutes where X can be selected in Lovelace? Good question. I'd have to think about it. But you'd need a template, and you can have a number, number selector in Lovelace. Input. I guess it would be input number, unless you want. Maybe you could even do a dial. Is that what you want to do? Anyways, you could do an input select and just have certain numbers, right? 1 minute, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, something like that. So you'd need an input select, and then you'd need in your automation that says, when the light's turned on, then turn it off after, and then for the time delay, you'd put the template pointing to that input select. And maybe Blade's got a point. In Node-RED, it would probably be easier. Yeah. If you're good at Node-RED, or if you're into Node-RED. Speaking of icons, can you share the link to make the icon spin? Yes, we can. I certainly can do that. Oops. That's not what I wanted. That's not what I wanted either. This throws me off sometimes because it's scrolled down, and so I go up here and I just hit the top button, and that's not actually the overview. I will paste it for you if you'd like and give you all this. You'd probably want all that. That'll work. Probably want this, and then we'll go to the custom Lovelace button page, and I'll give you a bunch of that. Because I think custom button is probably my favorite card. So let's go to the community store page. Let's do this the way, I don't know if I can say the way we should, but we'll go to the community store page. Oops. Overview, button card. This is the card. So in here, you can go to the repository, and it will give you the link. So if you're using, oh my gosh, I'm sorry about the spam I just created in the chat there with that. Pasting that. Sorry. It wasn't well planned. Anyways, it gives you some instructions down here. Spinning. Can't remember where the spinning is. Is it under styles maybe? Styles is definitely where you change the color. You can make it strobe, like you can make it blink. But anyways, everything that you want to know about how to make the button card do all kinds of amazing stuff is in there. Fried spam in a while. Ugh. Working on cleaning your Home Assistant while listening to the stream. Good. Control F spin. Control F is my best friend. There it is. And that goes under states. Yes, Jenny said states. Thank you. So when you look, if you're looking up here, state, then you can set the value. So if you look at mine, let's go back to that one for a minute, my example. So I define the entity, I choose the icon, I give it a name, I want it to show the state, like on or off or whatever. Initially, I don't know why, spin false, I guess, is the default. But then when I define for a specific state, and in this case, the value of the state is on, then spin goes to true. This doesn't work, though. This animation part, this is wrong now. I think they changed this. In fact, let's go to another example, because I did this last night in the hub, because I want my leaf, I want my car charge section to do something different. So this is the same kind of thing. It's horizontal stack, but then my Aidensville charging status, that's my charging port. I give this same kind of thing here, spin false. And then when it's in the state, when the state of this device has a value of charging, so it's in the charging state, then I want it to spin and turn yellow. Okay? When it's in the state plugged, I want it to just be green. And if it's in standby, standby means it's not plugged in. Then I want it to be red and I want it to blink. And so to do the blinking, this is what you have to do now. I think that must have changed because it did blink before, the way I had it in that other setup. I haven't unplugged it to see if this would blink. Oh, maybe I can do that. You don't know how to unplug my car from charging, do you, baby? Do you know how to unplug my car from charging? Would you go unplug it? Just go take it out of the car? Yeah. Huh, okay. Gracie's going to go unplug my charger. Mason made. Hey, how's it going? You made a video that should help with that. Oh, great. With which one? With this, I saw your channel, Mason. I'm subscribed to you. Just take it out of the car. So we'll see if this changes once Gracie unplugs it. Hopefully it'll start blinking. Yeah, Mason, where's your channel, buddy? Mason made music. That's not it. That's not you. Is this you? No, that's not you either. Share your channel link. The state change animation. Okay, cool. Yeah, share your channel link, Mason. And if it might need a approval, but we'll post it. Because I know you've posted something somewhere and I saw it and I was like, oh, there's a dude making videos. That's awesome. I'm going to say thanks. Share the theme download link as well. If you do one, so I think if we do one, then that will give you a link to 1MTech's page. Yep. And you can find his video about it. Or if you just go to his website, I can give you that too. That should be an easy one. I love Juan. I got to get him on this. He said he's too busy right now to do a live stream with me, but I want to get him on the live stream soon. He's a good dude. He does good stuff. IDE themes. There you go. You got it spinning? That was easy, Dale. That was easy. And then he's got, what he does here is point you to a few places. Oh, you know where else? Duh. Frank must not be paying attention. Either that or he's just tired of being my, keeping me straight all the time. Anyways, the awesome, Home Assistant Awesome page, right? Home Assistant Awesome list. So where is it? That's not it. Where's the actual awesome list? There it is. Awesome-ha.com. And Frank has, is it flashing? Yeah, it is. Look, it works. Yay! There you go. Good job, Gracie. Well, she's going to be so proud when she comes up. She's going to giggle. She is going to giggle. So that's what happens. So if that thing's flashing, that's going to get my attention before I go to bed at night that, hey, your car's not plugged in, right? I also have an audible alarm that I see. Look, you did it, baby. Look what you did. You made it so it went from being green to being red and flashing. You did that.
I needed Dawson's help.
You got Dawson's help?
Yeah.
Oh, he's a good brother, huh? He's a good brother. Hey, Ale the Best from Poland. How's it going, man? All right. Hey, Seamus is here. So that's cool. So it works. There you go. So this custom button card is awesome. And I would like, so what other things, tell me what some of you guys use, and girls, on your sort of main Home Assistant page. Like for a long time, this has been my main page. The Keep is what I call my little office space here. So I probably need to put some things up here. Some things have stopped working. I don't know if this was a Spotify integration problem that I'm having now, but I don't always need to see the garage. And I want to do something for this hub, but I was seriously last night struggling to figure out, like, what do I want to fill in some of this space with? I need to fill it in. How many panels? I I have 39 300 watt panels. 39 300 watt panels. But my inverter is only 7.6 kilowatts or something. So I could make 11 kilowatts an hour, but I can really only make 7.6 kilowatts an hour. So I usually end up, on a good day like today when it's nice and sunny, I'll end up over 60 kilowatt hours produced. Pretty awesome. Travel time to work. Oh, that's a good one. Whole Lovelace is a picture elements card. So you have a full bespoke look. Oh, nice, Mason. Home occupied status. That's a good one. Building a new dash. Mainly custom button and a few picture entities. Well, did you guys post on Frank's thing? I want to see what these look like. I got to pick some out. Love the solar chart. So do I. I like that. And this is just a, we can look at that. This is just a mini graph card. That's it. Mini graph card and a sensor. I would like to overlay other information on top of this one. And there's a lot of things you can do with this mini graph card. I just haven't gotten into the settings. Maybe I can lay some over there. Bruno's here! Bruno's here, everybody! Bruno's here. Say hi, everybody. Bruno makes the BH Onofre. And if you've seen those videos that I did now, those were Bruno's boards that he sent me, and I love them. So, Bruno, you missed the beginning, but I was talking about, I'm done a video now. I'm going to put it out sometime next week, comparing the Shelly one and the Sonoff Mini. And I got to thinking today that I would like to put together at least a starting point for somebody who's, getting into this for the beginning, to say, in this kind of a situation, which device do you want to use? And what, so, if you want this kind of a sensor, you want to add a sensor to it, what do you need? If it's a three-way switch, what do you need? If it's a, what were some of the other things? I can't remember now. If you like using your existing switches, if your switch is in the ceiling, or if your neutral's in the ceiling, all these different scenarios, and kind of put it together in a 10 or 15 minute summary of, for this situation, use this device, this situation, use this device. And I think if you're in a situation where you want multiple relays and you want sensors, the BH Onofre wins easily, because there's no other small form factor. I mean, the BH Onofre it's not much different in size than the Sonoff Mini, right? Now mine are both installed, but it's about the size of the Mini, and it's got 2 relays in it, small relays. They're 2 amp relays, but it has a fuse, which I love. Genius, of course. It's not dimmable, but maybe, I don't know, maybe Bruno can make something dimmable. I don't put it past him. The dude's got some brains. He's got some brains and great hair, by the way. But yeah, and then he's got all the GPIO pins available. So we've talked about adding another relay, so you could have a 3 relay, or you could have a 4 relay. He says he's got somebody who's designed it and made it 4 relay, and but it's very easy to put sensors on. Super easy, because all the GPIO pins are there. It's all low voltage. Now he's done a good job. He's done a good job with it. It's really cool. He's got some few other cool devices too. So, and see, there you go, Bruno. Stock up, buddy. So I think I've shared the page with you guys before when I talked about it, but since we've got Bruno here, I love these devices, by the way. I know I've already said that, but ooh, sweet. Oh, I like that. Oh, that's cool. What do you got? Like a little, what are you doing, Brendan? I'm trying to see what you got here. Hive heating. You got, what is that? Oh, okay, cameras. Ooh, nice. I'm peeking at Brendan's, the Death Star. I'm out. Some Star Wars good nights. Okay, cool. Those are awesome. You just take those pictures right now? Here, let me put them up. I'm going to throw them up here for everybody to see. Is that okay? I guess I should ask you if that's okay, because it's probably going to show your location and stuff. So maybe I'll wait until you give me the okay on that. So Bruno has, not only has he like invented this thing and a few others as well. He's also like, he makes the PCBs, right? So he went to PCBWay and got, is this okay for me to say, Bruno, too? I'm not going to get you in trouble. He bought the template to, screen the boards with solder and etch them and whatever. And so now he makes sheets of his own PCBs and puts them all together himself. Guy's awesome. I've got to go to Portugal one day. I do. But do I get to meet Cristiano Ronaldo when I go? Could you set that up for me? We're buddies, me and him. I liked him, back when he was on Manchester and everything. All right. The whole home, but through another smart device. Can see the whole home, but through another smart device. Ooh, I don't know what's happening with Chris there. TTGo Camera Plus. I got mine flashed, but there's no image. I got some errors in the log. Which one are you using, Zolt? The TTGo. The TTGo camera that I did for the girls was still working until I unplugged it. I unplugged it just because I hadn't had time. Hey, baby. Hadn't had time to change the screen so it doesn't just bake in. And then I think I needed the extension cord, so I took it out. You don't like soccer? Well, that'll be cool. Let's just go over to Cristiano's house and we'll just hang out. How do I flash ESPHome bin to ESP32? You can use, Nicola, you use ESPHome Flasher. And I think if you go to the ESPHome page, there's going to be a link. It's probably on their GitHub page. I mean, I can show it to you, but it doesn't. Yeah, here you go. ESPHome Flasher. That's what I use. And this is a good one because it does 32s and 8266s. So back in the old days, like, a year ago, I flashed everything with Flash Easy, with Flash ESP8266.exe. Thanks for subscribing, Stephen L. Strange. Should probably do some explosions for you instead. Anyways, the ESPHome Flasher, you can do 32s or 8266. The old Flash Easy, it's only 8266. Doesn't work for ESP32s. From Brazil, you don't like soccer, and you're from Brazil? Man, I'm in the U.S. and I like soccer. We're all out of place, aren't we? Oh, you have an Onofre with an ESP32? We need to do that. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. ESPHome supports 32s now. Oh, it sure does. Yes, been writing your code so far. Oh, no, curmudgeon. No. Yes, it does a great job with ESP32s. I've tried, I haven't done a lot with it, but I've done a couple, and it does do ESP32s pretty well. They certainly have, modules for it and such. Right there, ESP32. So really you can do, and the great part about it is, to me, for a guy that's not a programmer, right, is the rest of the stuff, once you define the platform and you pick your board, the rest of the stuff is not different. When you're defining a binary sensor, switch, whatever, sensors, etc., you're just calling out this type of sensor and the type of pin, and they take care of the libraries and everything else on the back end. So it's awesome. TTGo Cam link has been blocked. Oh no. Send it to me in Discord, Zolt, and I'll post it. That's weird that it would get blocked. Usually it pops up and then it says it needs to be approved, and we got plenty of people that can approve it. Brendan, Alexa stopped with the last update. Oops, sorry, I said the word out loud. Uninstalled and reinstalled, and it's been fine since. Okay, good. Use connected with ESPHome. Good question. I don't know. I'm sure you could, because what connected is just a bunch of binary sensor inputs and maybe an output if you have a siren. So you should be able to do it with just a bunch of binary sensors connected to the different pins. I just use the connected firmware. Do you not want to use the connected firmware, Bashar? Or do you want to set up your own? You want to just get a Node MCU and set it up with binary sensors? You should probably do a video about that too. Put that on the list. Okay, there's Mason. There's Mason's channel. Oh no, it just took my chat away. Son of a gun. Let's see if it'll let me back. It won't, I don't think. I should have clicked it over here. Mason doesn't have a lot of subscribers. I subscribe. Where am I? But Mason's started to make some videos. What do we got? What do we got? Zoltz. Okay, good. Here's your TTGo. Oh, that one. Yes, this one. I have this one still sitting here. So did you get this one working, Zoltz, or not? Thank you, Frank, for reposting that. You can't get the image. Yeah. Did you already flash it? Did you happen to back up the firmware before you did? Because it had some firmware on it when I got mine that was working okay. At least it was letting me, like, you could see the image on the screen. And I thought that was super cool. It was cool enough to be able to play with for the kids at the very least. But of course I flashed it and I didn't back it up first. So now I don't have that firmware. Dang it. No backup. Okay. Yeah. This one's one I haven't found good firmware for. So if anybody else does, let me know. It's got this nice color display on it. You guys probably remember me playing around with this one way back when. I finally put it far enough down on the project priority list that it's not on my desk anymore. It's now in the closet. So someday I'll get back to it, but couldn't get an image to show up there or anything. I didn't give it too much of a try, but hey, from Oz, how's it going? All right, we're gonna go back to. So did you guys grab Mason's? Mason's gonna make some videos. I love your theme, dude. You did a good job with this. This looks nice. Square up. So let's go back here because I need to get back to my stream chat here. Sorry, it's gonna double up for a second. Because I have the Restream.io chat up, but I also like to have the YouTube chat because I recognize a lot of you guys by your pictures. And if you look at the chat here, it shows your pictures for a lot of you. If you don't have a picture for your theme for your Google or your YouTube thing, go put one in so that I can see you. And when I look at Restream, it just shows me where it's coming from. It shows me if it's coming from Twitch or YouTube, but it doesn't show me. So I have to look, but I keep them both up just in case so I don't miss anything. All right, what did I miss? ESP32 is flashed with ESPHome and it's become your Mi Flora hub. Oh, nice. Wanting the same thing. Anyone heard from Ben? I haven't heard from Ben, man. Not in a while again. Not in a while. He'll probably surprise us one day. He'll put out some cool video one of these days soon. How's it going, Chris from Oz? Everybody's from Oz. You guys are just waking up, right? We were doing this later now than normal days.
Almost time for sign off.
Yeah, we should probably get ready to sign off pretty soon. Girls want to sign off. Daddy didn't get his nap. Keep asking your other half to do your logo. Does your other half do logos, Jenny? We could find some. Who's our graphic designers in the group here? Who's our go-to graphics design that wants some freelance work? Let's make sure this works. I did my own, and you can tell. But it's become kind of iconic. Oh, which reminds me, you guys probably saw if you see Instagram, I have a ton of envelopes. I ran out of stamps, which is the only reason that they didn't go out yesterday. But I'm caught up all the way up to the last stream with stickers and Patreon stickers too. So I'm sending out a bunch. Sending out a bunch of stickers very, very soon. Super late. Hey, Will, how's it going? She's good at creative art anyway. Oh, cool. I think it needs to be something with a pink wafer biscuit. Is that, so yeah, pinky wafer, is that like a cookie? Is that something you guys eat over there? What do you got here? Oh, is this your particulate matter sensor? Oh, nice, Frank. So this is what you built? This is now coming out? Oh, I'm sharing your MAC address or whatever. Sorry, man. You should know if you're going to send something to me. Just know, everybody, if you send it to me, there's a decent chance it's going to end up permanently attached to YouTube forever and ever. So cool. So what is this telling you? Temperature, humidity, air pressure. And then these are the smallest parts. These are the particle matter 2.5. And then these are the bigger ones. And this tells you how much. Oh, that's true. You are. This is public, isn't it? And then I'll show Brendan's. Cool. I wanted to see. Exposed. Oh, BD Designs doing graphic designs as well as your day job. Nice, Brendan. Okay, we need to chat. I'll have to have you help me out and make some nice design. 10 is micrometers. 10 p.m. is pollen. 2.5 is metal and exhaust gases. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. So this is pollen, and this is exhaust and whatever, metal and exhaust gases. Oh, okay. Cool. So how do these values stack up? Is this high or low? What is this? Oh, good. Yes, Will, show me what a pinky wafer is. I don't know what it is. Google say no. Let's try again. That's low. Okay, good. Let's try this one. Oh, those are yummy. I like those. Those are dangerous. I can eat a lot of those. I guess, yeah, what do we call those guys? Wafer thins? It's only a wafer thin. Movie reference? Come on. Movie reference? Who gets it? I can't eat another bite. It's only a wafer thin. 25 is going to be noticeable for COPD people. Nice. Okay. That's good to know. I wonder what... So I like on mine. Let's look at mine for a minute. I'll go back to I have this little tree. This is my outdoor stuff. So this is my outside lights. This is the weather, which I love, this graphic weather thing. And then here is our allergy stuff, which is hit or miss, you know? Hit or miss as far as like how it equates to how we feel. Like right now it's saying that the allergy index is really high. 8's really high. But it hasn't been bad. Like at the beginning of the summer, it's like 6. And we were all dying of allergies, you know, like pollen kind of things. So I love pink wafers. Monty Python, you got it. Meaning of life. There you go. That was so gross. That guy like explodes. Sugar wafers. Yeah, in the US. Wafer thin. It's only a wafer thin. That's where Pinky Wafer came from. Okay. Weather Underground closed. Yeah. Anyone knows when Home Assistant 1.0 is coming out? I bet you Paulus couldn't even tell you when exactly it's coming out. It would be a few months still. Be a few months still, most likely. And/or would be my guess. Frank probably has some more information, but boring answer. But when it's done, yeah, that's right. That's when we want it. Not a moment too soon. Non-beta firmware arrives precisely when it means to. It is neither late nor early. That's good. Good stuff. It goes from 0.99 to 0.100. Late one. Yeah. How long I've been on? You know, I've only been on, well, it's been not quite 2 hours. So we're probably getting ready to sign off here pretty soon, but yeah, it's been almost 2 hours. I got home late. We had a luncheon with some family, so I didn't get started until like probably close to 2. We will have a 0.1. Oh man, good times. All right, guys. Well, anything else? Let's wrap it up a little bit here. I'm having a good time. I hate to close it up, but I do need to get to the rest of the family stuff and my Sunday afternoon nap. Play with my kids. Gracie has been so good back here. She's just been behind me this whole time, playing with dolls and stuff. Just being a sweetie, waiting patiently. Oil tank sensor. Oh, for like, that's a good. So I'm guessing, Mr. Treelock, you have, you have heating oil, right, at your house or something, and you have a big tank, and you need to know when it's getting low and such. That's cool. How's the bug, Father Time? I'm so glad you asked. The bug's pretty good. I don't remember what I update. Oh, I work on it a little bit, sweet girl. I work on it a little bit. I've been putting in a lot of time on it. I put in an hour or 2 a week is about what I've been putting in on the bug. But a lot of it's been up here, you know? A lot of it's going on up here. I do have, let me show you, see the best way to show you a picture here. I do have a problem solved that was giving me grief for a long time. This whole coupling thing. Did I tell you guys about the coupling and how I think I've solved it? So if you could get a look at this. Did I talk to you about this? I think I already did. But anyways, I'll tell you. So this is what you see here, this outer back line, this back piece here, that's the clutch. That's the gear from the clutch plate. And it is welded to this gear here in the foreground, which is which was what slides onto the gear from the forklift motor. This piece here in the middle sticking out is the input shaft for the transmission on the Bug. So you can see the dilemma, right? You can see the problem. This is filling the space. So when I slide it on, if you look way back in there, can I zoom in? Can I zoom in? Yeah, I can. If you look way back in there, you can see the teeth. These teeth right here are the teeth for the input shaft on the transmission. And they're meshing with the gear from the clutch plate. Okay, so what you've got is this long bit of this input shaft from the transmission that is, it's there when you have a clutch, and it's there so that it's kind of a guide when the clutch plate pushes the pressure plate off, whatever, and it needs a little guide so it slides back on right. But I don't need it. And I was ready to cut it off. I was like seriously getting out the tools to cut it off. And then Zachary, my 15-year-old boy, came along and we talked about it. And he convinced me that what I should do instead is just drill out. Oh yeah, we did talk about this. I totally know we talked about this now because it's all coming back where we're talking about whether or not we would weaken the gear and such. But anyways, I got a drill bit and I drilled out part of it, but then my drill bit died because it probably wasn't made for drilling through this hard steel of the gear. So I got another drill bit and I'm just waiting to finish it up. But I think once I finish drilling out the center of this gear, I should be able to slide them together pretty well and make maximum use of my space. So super excited. And then I've got these, which are my heat sinks for my motor controller. So this is how my motor controller is going to not burst into flames. So making progress. Still waiting to hear back from my battery supplier in China, but should be pretty good. Print an adapter in your 3D printer. You know what I did? That's how I lined them up for welding them. So when I welded these two gears together, the clutch gear and this other one, I 3D printed a guide so that the center points would be exactly center. So the guide was just the inside of this, the diameter of this, and then on the other side was the diameter of the other shaft, the gears on the other shaft. And so when I put them together, they lined up the centers perfectly, and then I clamped it down and welded it up. So, and then somebody was saying I should have probably put some rubber in between them, and they're probably right. But anyways, all right. My own PWS. I don't know what that is. What's PWS? Graphic design. Just let you know. Happy to do anything. Oh, you're a good man, Brendan. You're a good man. Really? Oh, I hope so. I'm glad to hear that I've helped you, Brendan. And I will. We do need to chat about it. I would like to have some cool looking design stuff. So, and I'm pretty sure I saw your address on these papers that I was sending. These things. Yeah, we're racking up. We're racking up, Taito. We're racking up. Jimmy's back. Hey, Jimmy. How's it going? Haven't seen Jimmy in a while. Nobody's been offering to have my babies for quite a while. Nothing, baby. Not you. Personal weather station. Oh, right. Giveaway. Yes, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's open it up. Yeah, we got to open up the Battissimo. Battissimo is how we get our stickers. Giving away the stickers. Talking about PWS, WeWix integration would be awesome. Ooh, is that a weather service?
Oh, it's great on this.
Yay! All right, so let's start it up. Create a new giveaway. What's today's date? Today is the 11th.
The
8/11 stickers.
April?
Yep. Okay. Oops.
Why is it all?
Okay, there it is. Exclamation point enter to enter. We kiss. Silly. All right. And what I've got for stickers, what I've been sending is my DrZz's little logo sticker, you know, the little sunglasses and the mask and stuff.
I know where those are.
Woo, look at all those. And then a couple of big Home Assistant stickers. They're like 4-inch stickers, and then one that says DrZzs in the vinyl. So that's what you're in the works or in the contest for here. You guys are fast too. You guys are filling it up fast today. That's awesome. Yes, baby. Oh, you caring for your little baby? Oh, so sweet, little baby. All right. While we're getting those last people in there, trying to think of anything else. Yeah, you definitely need to put that in your logo, Jenny, for sure. That you could do some cool stuff with that for sure. Talk to Brendan if your significant other won't do it for you. I put that sensor. I want to do what Frank did. So that thing Frank did. If you guys watched Frank's stream from yesterday, he used what we were just showing, that data. That's from a sensor that he built from this cool little laser module. It's about $25 on Banggood, and probably AliExpress has it, maybe less. But I'm gonna ask for Banggood to send it to me. I got to put some videos out about stuff they've already sent, but then we'll get them sent. You guys want to see? Is it mailbag time? Just for fun, because I know what's in here already, but you guys want to see it?
Oh.
So, what I've got here is a pack of Shelly 1 PMs. And the 1 PMs does not have to do with the time of day, you silly goose. It's the Shelly 1 with power management, or power monitoring, sorry, power monitoring. So this is the Shelly 1 with power monitoring. Got 2 of those, a twin pack of those. And then I got the Shelly RGBW controller. So it's this guy. This guy. Oh, it disappears because it's yellowish. So these are fun. I decided this week, as I was looking at Facebook and looking at Dimitar stuff, and I was thinking about my Sonoff Mini and comparing to the Shelly 1, and I thought, Shelly is one that I know they're there and I know they're good and I like them, but I haven't used them that much, and I need to fix that. So they've made them a lot easier to get on Amazon, and from their website as well. So they're easy to get these days, and they're not, when you look at what you get, it's not that much more expensive. All right, thanks for following. Let's do this. We haven't done explosions today, so let's do explosions. Everybody cover your ears. Yeah, I was really happy to see that you can get a Sonoff, or you can get a Shelly 1 now on Amazon for, is it $12? I think you get like a 2-pack for $24. So it's $12. And this, they advertise, it's 8.5. Well, it's not really 8.5. It's 8.5 plus shipping, and it comes out to like 10 something, or you can get them from Amazon for 11. So this for 11 and this for 12. There's really negligible difference, when you think about it. Then it comes down to, what do you really want? Do you want some of the features this has, or do you want some of the features this has? But that's nice that I don't know if they've really closed the gap, or if just my impression was that Shelly was more expensive. I know you get more, like when those 2 relay switches are $30, but you're getting 2, and they do power monitoring. So anyways, there's a lot of things to consider. They'll be deafened forever. No, you won't. All right, are we ready? I think we're ready. Should we call up the kids? Okay, I'll mute my mic for a second. Tell everyone it's time for sign off. You're welcome. No Shelly for Canada, really? Really? Can you not get them? You can't get them in Canada? You can't get them mailed to Canada?
We were going to take off our
Oh.
pajamas.
Oh, right. Were you about to get your pajamas on?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 4 PM. We got to get ready for pajamas.
First, I want to do.
What do you want to do? Oh, wait. It's not time. Let me get this over here.
Can I do one of the trims?
Hey, a little late. Faye from Costa Rica. How's it going, man? Can't see the link. Where did you post it? Oh. Yeah, anything that you want to post in the live stream chat that will last, or in the general chat in Discord, !D, you'll get that.
What's that one?
Amazon Shelly Wireless. There you go. Thank you, Will. Not available. Oh, that's a bummer. Oh, because it's .ca. All right, well, let's work on getting you some. Let's work on getting you some. And they've got like everything. They're on on track for having everything UL listed. I don't know if that matters to you guys in Canada, but obviously it matters to us in the US. That was a lot of the criticism I took right away from putting a Sonoff in my wall was, UL listing, insurance, you know.
Insurance.
All right. You're here. Stream's over. You were here before, Mattson. I saw you, weren't you? Maybe I didn't. Maybe I didn't see you. Maybe I just thought I saw you. All right. You ready? Are we ready? We got 90 people in there.
Can we do 3?
It's your last chance. You want to do 3?
Yeah, I want to do 1. It's usually like 100.
Sure. We can. Shame Shelly Smoke isn't shipping. Is it not?
90.
Yeah, Frank's got to answer. Frank, your name's on my list too. Frank and Matheson. All right, good. All right, you ready? You guys want to do 3? We can do 3.
I want to do 1.
Okay.
I want to do the first one.
Okay, go ahead. Here we go. Drum roll. And winner is Tobias Efinger. Tobias Efinger, you win. So send me your address in Discord, and we will get you some stickers. And the next winner is...
This one's going to hurt.
Ouch.
Because of my ring.
Leroy Shirto. Leroy Shirto. Congratulations, you have won
the sticker giveaway.
Oh, P-Vigo YouTube. You're a newbie. Welcome. All right. So we're going to have one more. We're going to do a bonus one today. We usually only do 2, but today we're going to do a 3rd. Dawson's arm is not quite long enough. Ouch.
Sorry.
Andres Isaacson. Congratulations. You win. Hey, Tim.
I thought I said
All right. If you guys are here and you heard, please send me. Oh, there's Leroy. Awesome. You win. Okay. So message me in Discord. If you're not on the Discord chat, !D right now. I'll give you the link. You can join up, and it's a great place to chat, ask questions, just hang out, have fun, talk whenever you need in between streams and such. And then send me a personal message with your home address, wherever you are, in the world, doesn't matter. Send them anywhere, and we'll get you some stickers out. Sound good? All right, guys.
Sorry.
How should we do it? How should we do sign off today?
I'm sorry. Thanks for watching.
Let's do...
I don't know what that is.
What's that? What kind of style is that? Sort of an opera style?
No,
Oh, don't forget to end their way. Thank you, Father Time.
Crack your voice singing.
Oh, so we do it okay, voice cracking? All right, we're going to do voice cracking. I'm going to move the microphone away so we don't blast. We got to try not to blast the microphone, all right?
I don't know how to crack my voice.
Okay, you ready? I'm going to count. Thanks for being here, Frank. Thanks for all your help. Thanks for subscribing, Jesse. We'll give you some unicorns on the way out. Oh, Klaus, thank you. Thank you, my friend. Till next time. Adios. I want to wait for Klaus's message to pop up.
I don't think he has...
Forever deafened. We need to get you some earplugs, Blade. What are you doing? They don't want to see your boogers. Okay, well, there goes. Thank you, Klaus. Thank you. We'll give you the were squirrel because we haven't done him today. Okay, guys. Have a happy Sunday. Thanks for being here. See you again soon. Adios.